Well, Dr. Landry, when you look at Chrissy Teigen, you know, she made her pregnancy very public, but then she also made her loss very public. What stood out for you when you saw that?
You know, I am sorry that Chrissy Teigen had to go through this. Of course, my heart goes out to any mother who experiences the loss of a child or a miscarriage. But I commend her for using her platform to try to educate the general public and also to uplift women who are in a similar situation. So I noticed that there was an outpouring of love for Chrissy on the internet, and I absolutely love that. However, I also noticed that there were some people who felt compelled to attack her and to judge her decision to openly grieve. And I was very upset about that, honestly, because that's how Chrissy Teigen wanted to grieve. And when people openly attacked her, they were essentially trying to dictate her grief. And they were saying that it was not okay to grieve in that manner. And that's a part of the problem. People not realizing that women grieve in different ways, and we just need to be there to support them to make sure they do it in a healthy manner. And the way Chrissy Teigen was doing it was healthy.
Dr. Snyder, when you talk about what grieving looks like, what does grieving look like? Is there a roadmap, or is it, you know, based on the individual?
So it's very individualized, but it's important to remember grief is not a linear process. There are going to be days where that sadness is overwhelming, where you don't know how you're going to get up and kind of face your day. There's also a lot of anxiety that can come up, meaning if this terrible thing happened to me, what else can happen to me? Mm-hmm. And that is a really disempowering feeling, and it just worsens the whole situation.
Yeah, you know, Dr. Nita, what does happen when a woman miscarries about the future for having a pregnancy or a successful pregnancy?
Generally speaking, if someone has a miscarriage, the probability of having another miscarriage after one is about 20%. If someone has 2 consecutive miscarriages, the probability goes up to 28%. And then if someone has 3 consecutive miscarriages, the probability of having miscarriage is about 43%.
We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family? On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I can change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.